to the road, I suppose you could say. I'm currently getting ready to fire up my Peterbilt and deliver a load of what is it? A piston for a big crane, which is bound for the construction site. There's my truck back there. Like I said, it's a Peterbilt. Gotta be sure we don't hit that truck or get stuck in the curb. And this game lags, which is a bit of a shame because it's a very high quality truck game. What the heck? I thought I hit a car at first. Why should I say a car hit me at first? Because in this game that is. That's our load right there. That's our load right there, a giant piston. Alright, now we're going to check our weight, and then we're going to continue on down Medford. We came out of Yakima with this big piston, and now we're just getting it down to Medford for a construction site, I suppose. There's road work going up ahead. Move it, traffic. The speed is 65. Hang on, someone's been in the chat. Let me see what it was. Hello there. How you doing? Oh, jeez! Did you guys see that? There was an overturned pickup. Poor fucker. I hope the fire department comes out here. This is why we gotta really gun your engine to get up the brake. God damn it, I hate Medford. These tight turns always kill me, man. Wow, the phone can apparently see the screen better than I can. Wow. Okay then, I'm honored. Well, I hope y'all enjoy the ride because no matter what, it's gonna be a fun ride. Of course, I had to properly balance my phone that's recording because I gotta drive with two hands. One hand for the pedals and one for the steering wheel and horn. I say one for the steering wheel and one for the steering wheel and horn, and one for the pedals, cruise control, and pretty much everything on board the truck. There's some pops. Okay, I guess the phone can see the screen just as good as I can. I'm not sure how the audio is picking up. I'll have to go back and rewatch. There goes a news helicopter. Probably the Weather Channel. This is the painstaking thing about driving trucks. You gotta make some really wide turns. Oh wait, apparently headed for a warehouse. Not a construction. I don't know if y'all saw well, but that red car just cut us off. Of course, this is a quick job truck, unfortunately, otherwise I'd give you a tour of the garage. And though I do have the money for a garage, I don't have the money for, to get a Kenworth and a garage at the same time. That's why I'm thinking about saving up money, so that way you guys can watch as I drive with a Kenworth. And I'm thinking about painting it like a dual truck. That way, yeah. Don't worry about it, just do it. The thing I don't like about this game is that with this game you have to be pristine when you park. Otherwise you'll have to skip parking. Meanwhile, with the other truck simulator, which I've recently had problems with, when it's time to park, you could just simply, even if it was a little outside, it'd still be green, meaning that you're good. With this truck simulator, it's ultra realistic, apparently. I wouldn't say ultra realistic, but it's more realistic, I should say. Well, guess what, gang? We got to our destination safe and sound. See, the garage costs around $200,000, and the Kenworth costs around $150,000. But the thing is, I know what y'all are thinking, right? Why wouldn't I just get the Kenworth and stick with that? Well, the problem is, once you get a truck, you're going to need a trailer, otherwise you're not going to be moving any freight unless you have a rigid truck, such as those dump trucks you see on the highway, a flatbed, or a box truck, which is something that this game has. Come on. Takes a little while. By the way, I somehow lose track of how much time I spend in driving. I don't know why y'all are leaving. There's more to come. We just need to let the game load. You know what? I'll take the Portland to Seattle trip. Why do y'all just leave, okay? There's more to come. I was really about to start the trip when y'all just left. That was so rude. It's like the audience built up, but then they just left as soon as I, never mind. It's like everyone left as soon as I was getting ready to start this trip. Either they just got impatient, or they must be having connection problems.
Or there was just, I can't tell there.
I mean, I can't tell because I'm not them, but yeah. Either way, we got ourselves our mission loading right now, so let's not worry about that. Come on now. Apparently with this game it takes longer to load than the previous game, which is a bitter shame. Probably because of all the graphics and whatnot. And the best thing is, you can crash your truck and not take any damage. So that's why I like this game. Hey! Our Peterbilt is back. Alright, we're well rested, so let's go ahead and prepare to move. that guy almost got creamed. We went a little too fast. There's a Kenworth right beside me. All the trucks in this game, like all the NPC trucks for some reason, are all Kenworth trucks. I'm not sure why. God, hang on, can I move around him? Yep. Let's roll down the window so you can hear the engine better. Always turn off your engine before refueling it. Always turn off your engine. Diesel or gas, always turn it off. After we make this, after we replenish our tank, chat, we're gonna head down to Seattle. Well, first we're gonna head to where we're supposed to pick up our load, and then we're gonna head down to Seattle. We're currently in Portland. Okay, almost there. Hang on, chat. And boom! Alright, let's head off to our pickup point. I need to refill my tank, thank you. second. Huh. Alright, then in that case, chat, let's turn around. This part we're gonna have to use low gear because the hills are steep. Hang on to your hats, kiddies. Here we go. Here's the grade. A staggering grade for trucks. That's why only manual trucks are allowed on this grade unless if you have good brakes, because staying at low speed is critical in order to avoid crashing. Here's the docks of Portland. This is why they call it Portland, because look at that. Ships. Harbors. Sorry about that, I had to scratch an itch. Gotta take it nice and slow on these sharp ends, chat. There's the city of Portland up ahead. That's where we're going to get to our loading point. Or I should say pickup destination. Okay, I can't ease into the other lane. Fuck! We're supposed to turn, you're supposed to ease into this lane if you're going that way, but here's the thing. I thought there was like another traffic jam, so that's why I took this lane. So we're stuck here until the light changes. Everybody just relax. We've all been through setbacks like this, so yeah. Oh, I can't cab mode right now. Darn. Oh wait, I can. It was just a blind spot for a brief second. By the way, I know I said that in the last year I said I was going to buy a Cable 3 A9, but here's the thing. There was an unsolvable malfunction, so I had no choice but to uninstall the game. So now we're on trucks and the big rigs, and apparently we got the same Peterbilt in this game twice. Usually it'd be something like a Worth Star or a Max. I like the Worth Star because it has mirrors that show you whether you're lined up the road or not. Meanwhile, the Peterbilt, it's got that big nose up front that if you line up with the stripes of the road, if you are in the middle of your lane, and the Max truck, it's useful because it's got a sticker cab. Meanwhile, the other trucks like this one, unfortunately, don't. By that I mean the quick job trucks. Meanwhile, when you get to the truck market, you can buy your own truck, which means you can find one with a sticker cab and get it. Here's the thing. I plan on getting a truck that doesn't have a sticker cab, so y'all need to bear with me for a little bit. It's nighttime now. These games, day and night cycle, by the way, is faster than the real life one, so don't get snippy with me on that. This one will be easy. Oh, sweet! Didn't even need to skip park. I could just do that. Sweet! Well, guys, we're headed towards Seattle now. Goodbye, Port Woods. Seattle, here we come. I was a little worried that you all couldn't see the steering wheel, but it looks like you can. Okay, we're gonna need to stop adding new tempers and rest, you know. I do see the teenage logos and new armor. I can see the D&H logos and new armor movement. Dell and Hudson are there. Sorry about that, my brother was talking about some movement logos.
I have something else I like to show. It's the flippin' Santa Fe Railroad. Watch this.
Huh.
Yeah, there's a lot of Easter eggs in this game that I made. At least customized and modded anyways.
Well, don't distract me too much because I'm streaming. Come on. The game is lagging, chat. Hang on. What? What? Alright guys, let's head back to our Peterbilt. Got stuck for a second on a wall. Lag. Starting to rain. That's what it is for the truck wash. Here we go to the toll booth, y'all. This is the only way in and out between Medford and Seattle.
Alright. No.
I'm not talking to you. I'm talking to the chat. Come on now. Let's hope that that river doesn't flood the highway. Or that pond, whatever the hell it is. Up next is a 2-lane highway just past this city called Yakima. Flag. Thank you for not cutting me off, because then you would have bit my horn and you looked at shit and didn't move on. That was a bad bump, don't know if y'all noticed that. By the way, this truck is stick shift. There's a clutch and gear stick. Then I have at the top of the gear stick cameras that looks like coffee. Because that's the base and the gear stick representative. Seattle, the rural parts of Seattle. We're eventually going to deviate from the 2-lane highway and take a dirt road down to our destination, which will lead us to a lumber camp. Now, we're not going to pick up a load, we're delivering a load right now. Current truck we got is a Peterbilt to 379, I believe. Or maybe a 389, I'm not sure. But it's a Peterbilt. Okay, we're going to sleep. I really probably might go on like dirt road, you'll reach our destination. Kind of like an access road, but it's one of the back roads of Seattle because there is a farm and construction on this road. It's like in Yakima. Albeit that the Yakima dirt road isn't as long as this. Alright, that's the end of that mission. Sorry about that. You again? We'll be back on the road in a minute. Right now, we're just letting our driver sleep so we. Will you please stop trying to share my screen? Alright, chat, this is where we're going to pick up our load. The docks of Portland. Let's see where we're heading towards. Oh yeah, Medford. We're headed towards Medford. Hey, I managed to not knock over that road sign. Shut up, man. I'm experiencing with lag problems and... God. Well, we might as well take a break because I need to stop for fuel anyway. You know what's funny driving? Are you out of your mind? Anyone would be struggling if they were dealing with lag difficulties. I mean, I drive in the real world. I'm not as, since there's no lag, I'm a very smooth driver. Okay, so don't judge me by my in-game driving. Okay. God. Oh, Justin, it's you. Oh, my bad, man. You can make fun of me all you like.
You okay now?
Oh, okay. Well, you weren't specific, so yeah. I was just so used to all these assholes out on YouTube. Yeah. But yeah. When I say I'm loaded up in trucking, this is what I'm doing. Just sitting in the cab of this Peterbilt, going down the road at the speed limit. Sometimes with the box trailer, sometimes with the tipper, other times with a drop deck like what I have right now. But yeah, make fun of me all you like. My friends do that as well, and they are usually playful. What other night? Oh, why? You mean why I left the call so soon? I think I have an explanation for that. So, my girlfriend was apparently in crisis mode, and I had to send her audio of my voice to calm her down, and so that's why I left. It was technically wasn't an emergency, it was not a fast emergency, it was more like a slow emergency. Yeah, it was more like a slow emergency. I mean, it's kind of serious, but it developed slowly, so there's plenty of time to react. And so, basically prevented disaster happening after I got off the call. I mean, my girlfriend can be suicidal, which is why I'm always there for her, and that seems to make her fall deeper in love with me, and I'm honored. You don't even need to be flamboyant. You don't even need to be you don't even need to be cool. Just listen to her, be yourself, and be there for her. And yeah, that's what I found out as I went along. Yeah. Good to have you back, Justin. Didn't think I'd see you in the stream. It's a pleasant surprise. We're currently in Portland and on our way to Medford. Got the window down so that way the engine roars louder because I love the sound of a classic Peterbilt. There is that. I hear you for notifications not working, pal. I have subscribed to many channels that I periodically go live, and I hadn't gotten any notifications of them live. Just other YouTubers uploading stuff and whatnot. So I believe I found that out because either you hadn't turned on all notifications or because you hadn't been watching my content recently. Not that it's a bad thing, but that's how the system thinks that you moved on from enjoying my content and then moves on to other channels. Like basically saying this channel is live, da 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 da. Yeah. Is there more rain coming? The sky just tried to darken for a second. Nope. Must be I'm driving underneath a cloud. Wait a second. I was wrong. It was gonna rain. Man, I hate the windshield like blurring up my vision. Because when it rains, the windshield gets blurry. I guess it's something to do with the graphics. Even though it is realistic, the rain doesn't clear as fast as I would like it to. There. That way you can see the road better, chat. Of course, if we were heading up to Seattle like what we did last time down in Portland, we'd have to go through Salem, which there's a toll booth. But thankfully, there's just a wait station that we go through. But yeah, didn't think I'd see you in the live stream. It's a pleasant surprise to see you again. I hope you like trucks because there's plenty of that to come. And one of these days, hopefully, you'll be seeing my big red Kenworth that I'm gonna get in the future. Part of why I almost crashed out when you said I look funny driving is because I've had people tell me I'm a new driver, and that just really annoys me. But had I known it was you, I would have been more chill about it. So yeah, sorry about that. Before these rainy... Oh crap. Got downshift, there's a sharp curve coming up. I've been taking this curve at 65, and let me tell you, I almost crash each time. Sometimes I just crash right off the road. And we want to avoid that because then our goods will be delayed. Plus, I'm going to pause the game for a minute when we reach the next truck stop because my phone needs to be hooked up. Oh, you left. That's okay. I'll take it. But look, man, in case you're re-watching this, thank you for stopping by. I really like familiar faces stopping by. Oh! Well, somehow it showed that the viewer thing was at 0. Huh. I apologize. But yeah, there's that truck stop. I'm going to pull in here and hook up my phone. And I'm going to take the phone with me so that way you won't see a black screen. Alright. I'm going to park here so I'm out of the way of traffic. Alright. Now I'm going to get my charging cable because I don't want my phone to die on me. I always keep my charger in my room.
Oh, you unplugged my
What?
charging cord. I think.
Fuck. Hang on a second, guys. Wrong cord. That's my bad, Bill. I distinctly remember touching my cord, bro. Sorry about that. Alright, this time I got my cord.
Yeah, mine didn't get unplugged this time.
Alright. There we go. Yeah. This thing always charges my phone the fastest. Like panther fast. Sometimes it makes my phone do funny things, so bear with me if the stream accidentally shuts down. If it does, I'll just start a new one, no biggie. Okay. Back online, guys. Main position. That way, Oh! The rain stopped, by the way. Bam! Alright, let's get back on the road. There's those trucks over there that are always there. Nothing coming. On the bright side of things, this truck got a little truck wash. Like a free truck wash. And hey, as you guys might have saw, there's not a single speck of dirt on it. Well, we can't go at the speed for too long because At least you guys have a clear view of the road now. This shouldn't take too long. There's my reflection in the Chromebook screen, by the way. And in case y'all have wondered, I went from my typical dark attire to country attire. I got myself a white shirt and like a bunch of blue jeans. And I've got my flannel jacket and trucker hat. I mean, I'm not wearing all of it right now, just the jeans and white shirt, but when I go out, I tend to wear the flannel and hat. And also for show for my friends. There's road work going on up ahead, so we're going to have to proceed at under the speed limit. Yeah, this is the very game that got me the courage to drive my family's car. And driving the family's car is how I learned to drive smoothly in this game most of the time. Except for when there's like patches of extreme lag, my ass and pray I don't crash. Across that bridge is Medford. This is the Medford River Bridge. I call it the Medford River because it divides it divides South Salem from Medford. Maybe I should say this part is North Medford because the city of Medford is up north. I should say south. Forgot my directions for a second. Have a good one, man. You can rewatch this if you want to. Just have a good time. Baby, I love you so much, but it's a little annoying when you interrupt my truck driver. I'm gonna have to go in a little bit, guys. I'll start another stream when I can. Texted me, and in order to see your message, I'm gonna have to end the stream, which means I'm gonna wait till we get to our destination, and then I'll just end the stream. I could go on gaming, but I prioritize relationships over, like permanent shit over temporary shit. Because delays are temporary. And of course, in some cases, relationships can be permanent. Especially if you work hard at it. Come on, game. I'd like to get back to my girl. Thank you. Thank God the game is considered enough to not spawn cars while I'm driving. Alright guys, this is going to be it. I'm going to end the live stream and get to my girl. Thank you all very much for watching, and I hope y'all have a good rest of your day. Peace out, guys. Fuckers.